Welcome, baby, to that Synth Show. We're back. A little bit of a change, you might say. You all been wondering where I've been. We got a crazy leak for you today, brought to you straight from the source, hot mama, straight from the UK, baby. 24 hours before anybody else in the world even gets to touch it. We got it bringing it to you hot for the Renegades, baby. And that's the brand new, reborn, resurrected, the rebirth of the iconic Oscar synthesizer in its original form, hot mama. Brought to you super, super sweet and looking fine. And I'm going to show you the prototype today because I got it, baby. 24 hours before anybody at Bristronica. And I got it certified just for you, just for the Renegades, because PWM loves the Synth Renegades, baby. And I love you too. All right, so here it is, man. You wondering where I've been? This is where I've been. I've been doing some work behind the scenes. If you look real closely, let me know if the volume's coming in. We got everyone in the chat. You aren't dreaming, baby. It's for real. You might have woke up in a time warp, baby, because we just kind of went live out of nowhere. We're back. You know, you got all these broke boys running I quit algorithms on you, man. I wanted to do a little toast to the I retired algorithm. I retired the old studio and we brought in the new, baby. Let me give you a little closer look while we're at it. That's for sure. Let's have a quick little look at this here so you can see. So what we got, man, I got this beautiful mural in here now with the, you know, I figured it's time to like get involved. We got the beautiful samurai here. We got the beautiful, beautiful Siberian tiger. We got the beautiful katana, baby, right here. And then we got the wonderful samurai himself, Mr. Miyagi, on the hard left. So that's what we've been doing. I tried to clean this beautiful baby up, slimmed it down, got some things working. We got some people in the chat. Who do we got here? Let's have a quick look before we get into the details of everything. We got Synth Fun. We got Air, baby. We got DJ Canyon. What's happening, pretty mama? We got Twin Cities Oxygen. We got the one and only Trader to the Living. What's up, baby? We got Autism Music. We've got synth modes in the house. We got Andy Fireblade music, baby. If you guys are all excited, we got Bristronica kicking off tomorrow. Super hot and super sweet. It's going to be absolutely fantastic show. I'm excited for it. As you know, man, things have been a little slow in the synth world, but that's why we got to bring it to you sweet and hot like we always do. What's up, Country Fair? What's up, Mark Anderson Vintage? What's happening, everybody? So, like I said, I've redone the studio. If you look around here, I got a big ass old mixer in here now, straight from Conductive himself. We got the Korg M2408. So I've been learning this, working on this. We got an RC505 up here. You can't tell because that beautiful sunlight is shining down on the one and only right here himself. And then we got the absolutely iconic Juno X here. We got the PWM Malevolent right here. We got the Mantis over here. You can't even see it, baby. It's that hot. Back here, I don't know what I'm putting here yet. I think I'm going to put the wave state right there. Right over here, we got the Monopoly, baby. Back there, we got the opsix over there. I got the multi-poly down here. I got the drum log over here. I got guitar pedals over there. I got guitar pedals up there. I got cameras. Whoa, I got cameras everywhere. All right? Hold on. They're all over the place. Give me a second. We just had a little bit of a mishap. Hold on here now. Stay tight for a second. Hold the phone. We just had a little drop of apple juice there. You know, nothing big, nothing serious. A little bit of apple juice. Clean that up a little bit. Hold on there now. What is it if you don't have a beautiful place? If you can't just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Hold on a second there, everybody. So one thing I'm looking to do is get some new music pumping out of these speakers while the show was going on. And I was thinking, what kind of music should we get? Well, this is a question a lot of people have been asking me. A lot of people want me to go full reggae. I told everybody, I don't know if I'm going full reggae or not. Everybody wants me to go full reggae, but, you know, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you got to just do something different. So a lot of people are like, man, why don't you play some of the music from all the Renegades and all that stuff? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, let me just get this white down here real quick. Hold up. There we go. Nothing to it. Shabam, Shazam. There we go. All right, yeah, so it's exciting times, man. We got in here. We got to redo the studio. We got to make it pretty. I'm still looking for something gorgeous to go up here on the back end in front of that window. I haven't decided yet. It's something that I'm looking to maybe, you know, maybe no. I don't know what I'm going to do. If you guys got any suggestions, let me know. I got a couple ideas. I tried a couple things. I didn't like it. So I was planning on staying away for a little longer, but, you know, I had to be like, man, I got to come back, baby. I got to come back. That there, I flew a Vietnamese over, and I had him paint that on the wall. His Vietnamese, his name was Sven Nguyen. Sven Nguyen came over, and he painted that mural on the wall there. Everyone says it's a tapestry, but don't get it twisted. It's a hand-painted mural. Finger paint, actually, is what that was done with. It's gorgeous. All right, what do we got? Hans Volt just blew into the house. What's happening? I heard Echo Craft is sleeping. What's up, Hansi, baby? I heard Echo might be sleeping. We don't know. Yeah, it's cool, man. I like it. So that's what we've been doing. We've been doing that. But I know what you all came for. We came for this hot news. Hot leak. I was on the phone this morning at about 4:30 a.m. I was doing my thing. Paul was doing his. We were chatting. And he was like, man, listen, I'm absolutely loving what the Renegades are doing. I'm loving their music. I'm loving the vibe. We got Bristronica this weekend. I'm doing a huge reveal of a new project we're working on. Do you want the hot and dirty right now? And I was like, bro, hit me with it. So we were talking. He hit me with it. And I was like, man, he was like, go tell the Renegades about it. You guys be first, man. You guys get it first. And this is about, I was like, man, okay, cool. I got to do that. No problem. Polly, baby, you got it. Because when the hot news drops, this is where we got to drop it. So after I got the mural done, hand painted, I flew Sven Nguyen back home to Vietnam, first class, okay? Emirates Air, and 3-course meal on the plane, and I thanked him for that. I paid him about $35,000 for that mural to be painted, hand painted actually, and we had a pretty good time doing it, if I must say myself. But now we got this window to deal with, but I also got all these beautiful other things to deal with too. So let's hit this up. If you look real close over here, let me get back into the scene, right? So if I go over here like this, we got a few things loaded up. Now this is the iconic, as you know, Oscar synthesizer from the Oxford Synthesizer Company by the late, great Chris Huggins. And as you know, The PWM Mantis came in hot. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful synthesizer, 4-voice polyphonic, Wasp, Oscar, everything whacked in there. If you haven't heard demos of it, I don't know what you've been doing. You ain't been doing much, put it that way. Because you got some of the best demos out there on the planet. Hans Volt's doing them, I'm doing them, everybody's doing them. All right, with the Mantis. Then you got the beautiful Malevolent. But then what really came and what really happened was we had the insane Oscar synthesizer recreation, okay? And it's coming in like this. Right here. Here's the prototype. Here's the panel. They're remaking it. It's going to be a rebirth. It's coming. It's going to be in a Mantis style form factor, keys, etc. But what they're doing is they went and pulled out all the guns, okay? They got the insane Z80 emulation chip from back in the day. Okay, they're loading that puppy in there. A 45-year-old Z80 chip, okay, in prototype. It's going to have no USB. It's going to be like the original. It's going to have MIDI. They're even going to give you these buttes right here. Look at this. They're even going to hit you with the rubber side cheeks, baby. They're putting rubber side cheeks on it. PWM fashion. They're dropping them in magnetic style. So if you ain't down with the rubber and you want to go raw, you can pop those babies right off, and you can throw on some wood cheeks if you want to. You can throw on some 3D printed ones from EchoCraft 3D, EchoCraft 3D printing. Okay, you can throw some of them on there. He's making some absolute fantastic 3D printing these days. Okay, so this is the original. They're going to keep everything on the front panel minus these little rubber blocks on there, the rubber separators, and then you've got all the available inputs on the back. The only thing that they're kind of thinking about, they don't know whether to put the mod wheels or the joystick. Now, if you know the Mantis has the joystick, as you can see, and what do you want to do? You want to do mod wheels or joystick? This is something that, you know, everybody's got a point, man. We're here right now. We can talk about it. We can talk about what you would like, and guess what? It'll probably go on there. The most beautiful thing about this show right now and showing you this prototype, I was talking to the boy Paul, and he was like, listen, if the Renegades want it, this is only a limited edition thing. So when this goes live tomorrow, you're going to have everybody all over the UK fiending for this beast, okay? They're going to be absolutely salivating to get one of these. It's going to be a limited run. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be in the original form factor as much as possible, okay? Instead of 2-inch thick end cheeks, baby, they're going to be 1-inch thick, okay? 1-inch wigglers, baby. All right? And then they're going to have the beautiful full-size keys like on the Mantis, and everything else is going to be original Oscar, right down to the beautiful look. All right, so Paul was telling me if you want one, you just head over to onepwm.com, man, and you can shoot them an email, and you can be first on the list. So Renegade exclusive right there. There's only going to be so many of these, and I think we got less than 24 hours now, because Bristronica starts in the morning, and guess what happens then? Then the whole show is going live, and everybody and their grandmother is going to be trying to get a hold of this thing, and you know what happens then? Then you don't get one. So it's up to you if you want one, but you got the world exclusive here right now of this beautiful synthesizer. And like I said, the prototype is right here. If you don't believe me, it's right here. This is actually at the show right now, set up on the table. This is the Oscar prototype. They call it the Franken Oscar. I think the boys are calling it right now. The Franken Oscar synth. It's a beast. Conductive likes the joystick. Yeah, throw it. Hans, if you know, man, start a poll or something and see. What do you want, the joystick or do you want the mod wheels? That's the thing that they can do based on feedback. If you want the joystick or the mod wheel. But this is the table at Bristronica right there with the Oscar synthesizer. Look at that beautiful thing. Circuits and man, I'm telling you, I think this is an absolute, probably must-have synthesizer for any collector. I don't know if the broke boys are going to be able to get a hold of this thing, but listen. All the renegades are out here working overtime, okay? Overtime. Working overtime. So we can all afford it if we want it. That's how we do it. All right, so like I said, they're giving us a 24-hour head start. Anyone tuning into the channel, 24-hour head start to go and pick yourself up an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous Oscar, and they want to know. Like I said, it's got a 45-year-old Z80 chip's going to be in this beautiful beast, you know, absolutely insane. totally crazy. It's going to be pretty much going to be like, you know, the panel's not to scale of the original Oscar. They're slimming it down a bit, but they're removing that rubber. But man, one of the coolest things for me, you know, I'm a guy for looks. I like the friggin' beautiful, beautiful, these ones here. Shabam, shabam. I love the big old end cheeks. Let me get these images separated so we can all get a look at everything. So there's the original Oscar right there. Okay. There's the PWM Franken Oscar right there without anything on top, just the circuit board, the prototype ready to go. Absolutely insane. By far. What's up, Cyber Samurai? Best show on YouTube. Easily. What do you think of the new studio, Playboy? Isn't it gorgeous? It's more roomy, less clutter. We got a lot more going on here now, and we got a lot more room. So everything is working pretty good, if you ask me. If you ask me. Okay? What's everyone saying in the chat? Hans is saying, I can't start a poll while trying to not hit any. Damn, dude. All right, that's true. We got the, what's saying? The D-beam, of course. Yeah, but what a prototype, man. I got the prototype right here. This is at the shop. What's this behind the prototype? Does anybody see? What is that behind the prototype? Wow. Wait a minute. What's that right behind the prototype there? I don't know. I don't know what that is. We got a couple things back there. Okay, I dig it. But this is the Oscar Reborn. So like I said, let me look over here real quick. I got to check something else while I'm at it here, man. But you can get this authentic retro sound. I mean, I'm a PW fan for life. I got the Malevolent. I got the Mantis. Tons of Renegades out there got the Malevolent. That's why PWM and Paul said, you know what, man, let's give the Renegades the first look, because they're the most hardcore fans of PWM, and they should be, because they make absolutely epic gear. And I'm a Behringer bro to the core, you know that. I'll be a Behringer bro for life. But I'm a PWM Panther too, don't forget that. Don't get it twisted, okay? So this is pretty cool, man. Like I said, it's going to be Mantis size, geographically similar. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And it's going to be a limited run, so it's already a classic before we even started. Okay? It's already a classic before we even started. That's what's crazy about this thing. Let me jump screens here for a minute. If I jump over here, LFO sequencer, baby. It's got it all. I mean, the thing is going to be gorgeous. If I jump screens, we can just show you what the original had, so we can see what we're expected to get here. So we look right here. This is the original from the website. You know what it is, vintagesynthesizer.com or vintagesynth.com. All right, here's the original Oscar Classic Mono Synth from the British manufacturer Oxford Synthesizer Company, OSC, baby. Chris Huggins, rest in peace, you beautiful man. It came out in 1983, and though it was the same class as the ARP Odyssey and the Minimoog Mono Synths, its late arrival makes it one of the more advanced programmable mono synths of its time. It got really cool sound, digitally controlled dual oscillators, analog filters, plenty of programmable, all packed into a quirky little plastic case with 37 keys. MIDI also appeared in later versions. And guess what? It's even going to have the cassette for tape recording, okay? They're even putting the epic cassette in for tape recording. It's friggin' crazy. I think it's going to be one of the coolest recreations of all time. And the fact that they're even recreating it in the beautiful look that it's going to have is so damn cool, so damn crazy. And it's going to be one of a kind. But I guess it'll be two of a kind, but really one of a kind if we're really getting into it. Right? So that's very, very cool. The cassette to store patches is very, very cool. Save patches. I think that's very, 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 very friggin' cool, man, if you ask me. So let's jump back over, jump screens again. So this is what we got here. We got the sound starts out from 2 DCOs. The synth is a monophonic, but it can also achieve duophonic capability when using just one oscillator per voice. Waveforms offered include sawtooth, triangle, square, variable, or modulated pulse waveforms. In addition to these analog waveforms, there's an additive synthesis function allowing you to create your own custom waveforms by simply mixing the amplitudes of any of its 24 harmonics using the keyboard. Up to 24 of these custom waves can be stored and used on either oscillator. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. The real analog heart of this synth is its 12 dB octave filters, which can be linked for a steeper 24 dB octave slope. It features switchable low pass, high pass, band pass filtering, and your basic frequency cutoff resonance controls. The filter has its own ADSR envelope, as well as a second ADSR envelope for amplifier section. The filter can also be modulated by the LFO. The LFO offers triangle, sawtooth, square, ba-dam, boom, boom. Okay? Simple built-in sequencer gave the Oscar a duophonic capabilities. It could play a sequence with one oscillator, and then you could play over the top, aka the Mantis. But it's a gorgeous looking synth. It's absolutely smoking hot, sexy as heck. And like I said, we're here first. This is the first reveal. This is the first reveal. This is 24 hours, first reveal. The Renegades are the only ones that got it. Paul from PWM gave it to us because he knows how big of fans we are of his company and the Synthesizers. They're a small company. We got a diehard group of Renegades out there who love epic sounding synthesizers. We said, "What? You know what, man? We were talking this morning, 4:30 a.m. and he was like, bro, here's it hot, man. 24-hour head start on everyone in the UK. Here's the prototype at the show tomorrow. The Oscar reborn, the rebirth, the recreation, the resurrection, okay, of the original with the 45-year-old Z80 chip. Do you understand what that means? That means completely insane, all right? It's a prototype. It's a prototype, not exactly announced. Air, you don't know what you're talking about, brother. You didn't even know this was announced, okay? You didn't even know this was announced till I just announced it. I just announced it right now. And guess what? It will be officially announced 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, okay? So yeah, it's a prototype that will be officially announced tomorrow that is 100% getting made, and that's the bottom line because Synth Samurai said so. So get out of here, sucker. All right, Twin Cities Oxygen. Oh, we got some Samurai shades, yeah. So what do you guys think, man? Mod wheel, joystick. I ain't taking no more nonsense anymore either, okay? No more nonsense. You want the Dark Samurai, everybody's been craving them. You're getting them today and forevermore you're getting Dark Samurai. Because we're bringing back the edge to this, okay? We're done playing patty cake 24/7 and letting everybody run rough shock around here. You hear me, RDV? Or whatever your real name is, all right? Everybody running rough shock around here. But yeah, this is a beautiful thing. So guess what? I mean, if anybody out there got a channel, you can drop the news right now too. Go live, Noir et LeBlanc, here it is, baby. Trader to the Living, here it is, my homie. Echo Craft, Hans Volt, Twin Cities Auction, Harmonic Sonics, there it is. First look, man, you be number 2, I'm number 1. You can be number 2 to drop the news. We all still got 12 hours to drop it before it goes official. And like I said, if you want to get on the list, they're only making a few of these. If you want to get on the list for this thing, to get a hold of this limited edition, beautiful Oscar synthesizer reborn with all the original Oscar wavetables, okay? The originals. And then you get the 45-year original Z80 chip in this bad beast. Do you know what you're thinking? You're thinking that I might have to just go get on that list. So you go to 1pwm.com and get on the list. That's where you get on it. And I just gotta gotta relax for a minute because I get too excited, you know? I just got back. Hey, Patch Dog, what's up, baby? What's happening? Shout out to Patch Dog, greatest demo man in the game. What'd you miss? I missed the beginning. Who's doing the Oscar? PWM right here is doing an original Oscar recreation with the original 45-year-old Z80 chip with the original Oscar wavetables from Oscar Synthesizer Company, which PWM have now acquired, and they will be making it with the big-ass rubber end cheeks on this thing, magnetic style, like the Mantis and the Malevolent. So if you don't want the rubber, you pop them off and go raw, or you throw some wood or some all other kind of stuff on there. And that's what we're dealing with, baby. Trader to the Living. Gotta be the joystick. Everybody wants the joystick. I want the joystick too. To be honest, I like the joystick. So Paul told me, man, take a little poll, man, see what they want, because we're up in the air. We're gonna do the mod wheels or the joystick. I think everybody in the chat's saying joystick. So that's what I think. Everybody in the chat's saying joystick. Looks like joystick. Everybody wants the joystick. What did I miss? What did I miss? Who's super excited for the Roland TR-1000 Terminator Groovebox Analyzer? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Don't even know what it is. It's going to be excited for T1000? Yeah. Yeah, who picked up a mood pan? Anybody pick up a mood pan yet? That's my mood pan right there. That's my mood pan right there. Arturia Minifreak. Arturia Minifreak, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute monster that thing is. Gorgeous. But yeah, that's it, man. This is it. Let me just make that a little bit smaller here. Hold on. Make these a little bit smaller. If you want a closer look at the circuit board, I got it right here. There's the circuit board right there. From the one and only Paul's kitchen table this morning. As you can see, it's got the beautiful Oscar insignia on it. It's got the beautiful Z80 chip, man. This thing is, I'm telling you, dude, especially when you're gonna put the friggin' rubber end cheeks on this monster. You know what I mean? Yeah, Hans don't touch pans, man. Hans does not have dish pans hands. That's for sure. So yeah, what's up, JML? What's happening, brother? I can't believe this thing is coming out. It's incredible. Yeah, dude, it's so incredible. It's incredible that they're actually recreating it to the original because they bought Oxford Synthesizer Company or acquired it from the estate of Chris Huggett's. PWM now has all of the wonderful musings and workings and tech and ideas of Chris. And I mean, what a tribute to go back and take the Oscar with the original Z80 chip, 45-year-old Z80 chip, and put it into this absolute beautiful form factor. And it's going to be a limited edition. So like I just said, if you're just getting here right now, dude, all you got to do is go over to 1pwm.com. Let me throw it down the links here. I'll pull it up real quick. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I got everything moved around, so I'm going over here for my keyboard, but it's actually over here now. 1pwm. I already got it preloaded, always. All right, so I'll throw it down in the bottom. Go check it out. Hold on a second. Go check it out. Like I said, all you got to do is do the doom, 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 and the zoom, zoom. So all you got to do is go over there, check it out. Z80s are thin on the ground these days, yeah. Thin on the ground. I don't even know what that means. What's thin on the ground mean? Yeah, so if you want to go get it, it's right there. I just threw it in the chat somewhere, I think. There we go. Yeah, head over there, and all you got to do is send a message and say you want to be on the list if you want one. They're only making a few of them, and they're going to be limited edition, so that's pretty cool if you ask me. Check out www.1pwm.com. This is not a Behringer, it's PWM's. Yep, PWM is recreating it. I can show you right here. PWM is recreating it. There's PWM's right there. Boom. What's the chat saying? Let's check it out. Who would you say? We got a question. $4.99. Thank you, Cyber Samurai. Appreciate the donation. What's the question? Who would you say is the music artist that has influenced your style the most? Vanilla Ice, hands down. Vanilla Ice and Snow from Canada. Informer, you know, singing like a boom boom down, liggy boom boom down. That one. Informer, Snow, and Vanilla Ice are my two biggest influential artists that I try to mimic myself after. So Snow, Vanilla Ice, and Bob Marley. That's the ones. Thank you for that question. I really appreciate it. Anybody else got any questions? It's going to cost you $5 because Cyber Samurai just started the bidding war. You want a question answered? $5. That's it. I'm going full harp lady. Okay? You want a question? $5. Okay? That's the deal. Questions are $5 now. All right? You got a question? $5. You want me to blow the death whistle? $5. That's the way it works around here now. Snow is a G. Yeah, Snow is an original G, dude. He's what you call the he's what you call that neige, okay? For anybody who's French, he's a neige, baby. He's got that Snow. Epic. He said original Z80s. Yeah, original, baby. Original Z80 is 45 years old, my friend. That's why it's probably a limited edition. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Okay? Don't quote me on that part. Never quote me, actually. Because you could quote me and it could end up being wrong. That's just the way it is. That's how it works. But don't quote me on this, but maybe it's going to be a limited edition because it's a there's only so many of those chips around. I don't know. It could be that. It's a mystery. It might be, it might not be. But it's got the Z80 chips. What else we got? Andrew Peacock, what's he saying? Hold on, I got to move the chat up there so I can see it properly. 1 second there, Angie. Why would you want to recreate an Oscar? Most synthesizers sound the same: square tooth, white noise, and low pass filter, and amplified articulation. There's no real magic there. Yeah, no real magic. But the problem is, to go out and get an original looking Oscar these days, you're coughing up a cool penny. You can't find them anywhere, and they're going to recreate it with the big bad rubber end cheeks, with the original Z80 chips, the original Oscar wavetables from Chris Huggins himself. They're actually, we've got the wavetables in the Mantis as well. And you know what? Why are you going to recreate it? Because you can. How about that? Because you can. So if you can, then do. What's up, Captain Energy? Thought Mark Riblet. Mark, I'll throw Mark Riblet in there too, bro. Yeah, you're right. Mark Riblet. Mark Riblet is, actually, you're right. You're right, Captain Energy Music. Mark Riblet is one of the, is one of my, you know, one of my biggest inspirations. That's true. All right. Snow was in jail during his 50. Yeah, I know. He got his 15 minutes of fame, went to jail because he's a true gangster. He's a snow gangster is what we call him up in Canada. Call him snow gangsters, all right? You're not from the hood, you're from the igloo, okay? You do not want to be going to the igloos, trust me. You think the hood is crazy? You think the hood is crazy? Most hoods are hot. You know that, right? Most hoods are hot. Try going to the igloos if you really want to get whacked. Okay. Twin Cities Oxygen asks the question, $6.99. When is the tribal need coalition or collaboration? I think you meant there, my brother. The Maple Syrup Mafia, we don't care about spelling. Sometimes we just throw it out there. When is the tribal needs collaboration? Soon. I could do the collaboration right now. I got my Juno X right here. Check it out. I got the Juno X all loaded up. Here, let me get these pictures out of the way. I got the Juno X right here, hot mama. And I got a looper too. If you've noticed, I got the RC505 right here. Beautiful. Juno X, baby. What do you think about it? I think it's nuts. So yeah, we got the RC505 up here, hooked up now. Juno X, HydraSynth down here. I got the Mantis going into the Malevolent for some wild stuff. Cool, right? Yeah, so that's what I got hooked up. I got the... That's the Monopoly. Cool. Yeah, so I got it all hooked up, ready to go here. Yeah, so when's the collaboration happening? It might have already happened, Twin Cities. The collaboration might have already happened, my bro. What we got going on? Can I get a discount if I ask the half the question? Yeah, $2.50 for half a question, $5 for a full question, $5 to blow the death whistle. All right, that's what we're doing now, man. We're not screwing around anymore. That's the way it is. Oh, I probably didn't have the thing put on right. Oh, those synths probably didn't sound right, did they? Let me try something. I know what happened. It's all new. Now they'll sound good. Right? There we go. Sick. Crazy cool. Yeah, so I got a new thing on the mixer, which I got to switch around, so. Yeah, $2.50 for half a question. You know, what do we got going on here? Probes is saying your audio's breaking up badly. Yeah, I had the wrong setting on. That's all. Wrong setting on, sorry. I had the wrong setting. Let me switch settings so I can give you the real taste. Here's the real setting was supposed to be on. This is what was supposed to be on when I was playing. Minifreak. This is Mantis and Malevolent MIDI layered. Sick. Yeah, so that's what I got going on there now. That should have sounded better, I think. I screwed it up before. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Ah, I think I just screwed it up again, did I? We got mic, no filter, mic. There we go. Hold on a second here. Which one sounds... This one is the mic, no filter. This is... Yeah, I know what's going on. All right, enough of that. Screwing around too much. All right, so yeah, that's the news for today. I got a new version visual synthesizer. What else we got going on? Machines One is saying Discord. DJ Voidtech, how can I send you the photo of a new Roland TR-1? Yeah, send it to... I guess I can look it up. I can look it up. That's how to fade out Uncanny, J. Wood. That low end fade out is uncanny. Yeah, it's crazy. Juno sounds mental. Yeah, if you listen to this, just listen to this for a second. This is the Mantis, and the Malevolent is layered on top. So I got an organ patch, and then I got the Mantis coming in. Listen. That's friggin' berserk. Yeah. All right, let's check out that. What are you talking about? Roland T-1000? Let's have a look. Let me jump on over here. Switch screens. Let's check it out. What do you say? Roland T-1000? Roland T-1000. Is that what we're looking for? Roland T-1000. This thing? Is this it? Please don't tell me you made me look up a friggin' electronic drum machine. For the love of God, please somebody tell me they didn't make me look up an electronic friggin' drum machine. What do you think I am? Echo Craft? Electronic drum machine? Hold on. What do you say? TR-1000? All right, hold on. TR-1000. TR-1000. Let's see. Looks like some guy had it in advance. He better not be calling me some guy. Let's check it out. Got a picture there, boys? No picture? I see no pictures. No pictures. There got to be a picture somewhere. Check it out. It's got to be a picture somewhere here for us, right? Close some windows. All right. Go back. Roland teasing tomorrow returns, but what is it? All right. Mysterious gear news. Whatever. 6'9". I see a tease. I see nothing. Wojtek, where is it? Put the link in the chat, my bro. It's in your email? All right. Hold on. Let me check my email. DJ Wojtek. All right, let me check my email. Hold on. Hold on. I got to switch screens so you guys don't see my email password. Hang out here for a minute and look at this beautiful prototype. All right, let me check my email. Hold on. Gmail. I'll get it in my email and then we'll load it right up. I got to get the right email though because I got 20,000 emails. All right. Here we go. Okay. Let me say, let me get this picture. Let me get this picture loaded up. Okay, hold on. Let me save it actually. Save, download, screenshot. Here it comes, baby. Straight off the top. Downloads. There we go. All right, you wanted it, you got it. Live and in color. The legacy returns. Roland TR-1000. Is this what's coming out tomorrow? Okay. All right. I'm not mad at it. Not yet anyway. All right, let's read about it. I'll pull up over here so I can read it for you. All right. Gotta make it bigger. All right, what do we got here? Meet the TR-1000, Roland's Legacy Rhythms Reborn. Blueprint with unprecedented potential. The Roland TR-1000 rhythm creator marries historic heat, analog presence, and digital precision into a polyrhythmic powerhouse built on masterly recreated circuits of the TR-808, the TR-909, hybrid architecture, TR-1000 analog foundations with the ACB modeling supplying the coveted circuit bent sonics while the suite of classic contemporary. Too many words, man. Just tell us what it is. It's a drum machine. Here, I'm going to shorten this up for you. It's a drum machine built with TR-808, TR-909 drum machines, hybrid architecture, analog foundations, got ACB modeling, 8 times and 9x the models, over 200 and 2,500 onboard sounds, join a wealth of digital analog effects, add in cutting edge morphing, performance controls, next gen TR recording sequencing, boom, boom, bam, bam. Wow. Okay. What do you guys think of that? That's interesting. Tone Verk is better. Machines One says Tone Verk is better. I'm not gonna argue. How much is it? $2,500 for a drum machine? I never said this before, but I can't say it. I can't say it. I can't say it. It would go against everything I believe. I just can't say it. Nobody would have guessed it. $2,500. Amazing. People seem to love it. What's traders thinking? My TV just arrived 5 minutes ago. Attaboy, I picked up two 65-inch TVs. No, sorry, two 85-inch TVs out of the trash the other day. Brand new. Someone was throwing them away. I said, well, if you're throwing them away, it's my lucky day. That's a fortune. Yeah, $2,500. People say they need it. Your inbox inbound. All right, man. Listen, 30 people just sent me a picture. Where's this magazine? Where did this come from? What magazine is this from? Someone needs to check it out and let me know. I got to know what that magazine this is from. We need to know immediately. What's up, Georgie G's? What's happening, baby? One synth to rule them all? 2,500 sounds in that beautiful... You know what it is? I guess it's just a Juno X. That's all it is, a Juno X in a drum machine, in a box. What do we got? That's Apollo's favorite sound. Juno X is, I mean, it's pretty nice. Come on. I like this one.
Anybody out there?
anybody out there? Is there anybody out there anymore? Is there anybody out there? That's a little intermission, I think, wasn't it? Is that what they call it? A little intermission? I think it was, actually. A little bit of an intermission. What do you think of that, man? That's how you just jam on the fly. Okay? That's how you jam on the friggin' fly. No problem. Just recorded a whole album just then. What are you saying? Chaotic noise? Listen, man, you want your album? Just go friggin' rip that off of YouTube, burn it on a CD, and throw it in your car. There's your album. I just did a friggin' album just then. How many minutes was that? Someone get a count on the minutes? How many minutes was that? I just did an album just then. What do we got? DJ Wojtek, what are you saying, baby? Everybody out there enjoying your sound? I hope you enjoyed that. That's just a little intermission. I don't know. I just felt the need to get up and play something. So I just got up and played it. Sounded pretty cool. Haters gonna hate, but you know, I'm gonna tell them what Banks told me. Go ahead and switch the style up. Let the haters hate as we watch the synths pile up. Thank you, attorney, and thank you, sir. Thank you, Machines One. That's a part of the ice wall. I'll rip that out for the ice wall. I got the ice wall almost finished now. Pretty much almost done. I just almost done the whole album just by I don't know, osmosis. Just kind of happened. Now it's almost done. Don't even know how. You just saw what happened then. I just kind of walked around. I was like, boom. Album done. Just like that. Mix done. You know what? I pre-mixed it. I listened to Tony Black. Tony Black said, you got to lay off. You don't need an equalizer for an equalizer on top of an equalizer and another equalizer with two more equalizers on top of three equalizers with another equalizer with a compressor and three more equalizers on there with another equalizer on that. And then once you got that, you got to equalize that again and then equalize that on top of that. And then we'll get one more equalizer just to equalize the equalization. And once the equalization is equalized, then we're just going to throw a couple more equalizers on it, another compressor, a couple more equalizers, a couple more of that, and then we're good. No thanks. I did Tony Black style. Pre-mix, gain stage, boom, shabam, done. Album finished. All right? So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. That's it. Like I said, this is the beautiful Oscar synthesizer. Oops, Oscar synthesizer right here. Tomorrow at Bristronica, official announcement. You guys got it 24 hours early. If you want to go and get on the mailing list, go right now. You got the 24-hour head start. They're only making a couple of these because I think there's only so many Z80 chips out there. Don't quote me on that. 45-year-old chips. I don't know where they got them. You know, probably got them time traveling or something. But if you want a piece of this beautiful beast, check out tomorrow Bristronica, PWM, baby. One of the greatest synthesizer companies on earth. Behringer, one of, if not the greatest synthesizer company on earth. PWM and Behringer are equal right now, tied for my two favorite synthesizer companies ever. And PWM and Behringer both also love the Synth Renegades. Behringer Bros, Synth Renegades, and the PWM Panthers are all making waves, baby. You guys enjoy yourselves.